Alright, today is February 7th. I'm Michael Jones with the Rayden Chronicles. I'm a videographer, run a video production company, and 360 virtual drone services. I get up here and do a vlog every day and just try to chat with you a few minutes about what I'm doing, what I'm failing at, what I'm succeeding at, what I'm having trouble at, what I'm crying and whining over, and what I'm happy about. So, I am riding down the road drinking some Starbucks. We're going to talk about a couple of things. Yesterday, I got up here and I talked some big shit, and I talked about how I was gonna do cold calling yesterday. And I was gonna do 30 cold calls, and I was all pumped up on the video, talking about how I was gonna do the phone calls. And I chickened out. I sat around the whole day and procrastinated, and I didn't make a cold call. Actually, let me take that back. I made one cold call. I left a message. Put these earphones in. Maybe they'll sound a little better. So I made one cold call, which I didn't get to talk to the person, but they did text me back, and I did set up a tentative appointment with them. So see, one call, and I got an appointment, and I've been chicken shit this whole time about doing it, and I don't know why. Also, I spent with my son yesterday for about an hour and something. So I love that boy. He's so much like me. It's literally like looking into a mirror. But you can't tell him that. But it's literally like looking into a mirror and saying, I am you, and I know everything that's in your head, and it's going to be in your head. I know everything you're going to do. Because he's just like me. He's the epitome of me. He's hard-headed. He's rebel. He's argumentative. But he was just talking about, a certain person in his life, kind of screwing him out of things, doing a lot of bad stuff, money-wise, cheating him out of stuff and all that. And, told me some good things yesterday. Told me some things like, man, you should be really proud because I turned out good. You've been a good parent. You're the only parent I ever had. And that made me feel really good, He was like, I never got any parenting from mom, but you were the only parent I had. Like, if I didn't have you, I wouldn't really know how to get along in life. So that made me feel really good. But what does make me feel really good is that I had a heart attack a year and a half ago. This September would be 2 years. But since the heart attack, he hadn't came to see me on my birthday, Father's Day, or Christmas. But he made it to his mom's on all those days. And he talks about, how his mom cheats him and has messed his life up. But he still makes it over there, and I haven't seen him in probably, Jesus, forever. Jesus, man, that must have been allergic to something. Ooh, it's kind of warm in this car, I have to say, with the coffee especially. But that stuff with my kid kind of worries me, because the whole time he's talking about being good and living life, doing the right things and all that. I'm just thinking, like, you haven't even came to saw your dad in like over a year. And I know he's got a girlfriend. I know he's 22, and I know I parted from my dad and everything like that, but I still call him, still kept in touch with him. Which is, Caden calls me a lot, but weird vibe, man. I want to be a part of his life so bad, like with music and helping him out with music. But I remember not wanting to work with my dad on some things, because he just had certain ways he wanted to do stuff. There's certain ways I wanted to do stuff, and sometimes that didn't match, and then it would end up in arguments. And I guess I tend to shy away from that. So I guess maybe Caden's doing the same thing. I don't know. But I'm gonna keep trying to be there for him. It was cute yesterday because I know he's 22. He's getting into lot of stuff, so I kind of picked his brain apart about religion, stumbled him on a few things. I'm not big on organized religion. I'm big on spirituality. I'm big on having faith and sticking to one thing if it makes your life good, if it improves your life, and it helps you, it helps other people. But all this, you know, if you're gay, you go to hell, and if you don't go to church on Sunday, you go to hell, and there's a God up there, he loves you so much, and all you got to do is you just worship him. He loves you. He's the most given thing in the world, but you got to worship him for him to love you. And if you don't worship him, then he's just going to kill you and send you to hell and burn forever. So that's what kind of loving God we have. None of that makes any sense to me at all. And I know it's just a Judeo-Christian story that's been mixed up and convoluted for, you know, thousands of years and twisted and turned by the Roman Catholic Church and all that. But he don't know that. So him telling me about religion, explaining the Bible and stuff like that to me, it's cute. It's not, I mean, it's not cute. That sounds bad. It's not cute. It's, damn it, it's cute, yeah. Just because he's telling me things, and I'm trying to explain to him, like, I know so much more than that. Like, I get what you're saying. That's on this level, but I'm down here. And, same thing with a therapist, you know. I have trouble when I go to therapists, because when I go into the room with the therapist, I already know everything the therapist is going to say. I know why they're going to say it. I know why they were taught to say it. I know the meaning behind it. I know what they're trying to do. And I'm judging them for it the whole time they're doing it. You know, when they're breaking me down with questions and stuff, and I know where they're going. And every time they make a step, I'm just like, yep, here's what you're doing now. You're going to do this to evoke empathy. You're going to do this to make me question myself. You know, I know all of it. And then I'm still wondering down deep, like, yes, but why does my mind do that? You know, oh, you're just trying to do this because you're trying to control it. But why? Why is my mind different? You feel lonely because you know you don't talk to people. You don't get out and do stuff. Okay, why? Why does my brain not do that? Why don't I like going out and drinking beer? Why don't I like going out and hanging out with people and talking shit about ball games and loving sports? I don't know. That's what I want. That's the things I want to know. So I go to the therapist and they're like, well, you know, you really got to look at it. I'm just like, man, I know everything you're going to say. I already have read this 90,000 times. I'm a big Alan Watts follower, and I'm a big Jiddu Krishnamurti follower. They were both, what you would call it, spiritual. Alan Watts hated to be called anything. I think he called himself like a spiritual entertainer. But Krishnamurti, he was a guy that was brought up in the Middle East, and he was supposed to be their version of Christ. He was supposed to be their version of Jesus. And he was raised to be this anointed child and be the leader of this area. And when he got 21, he had seen that religion was just all a bunch of BS. So he said, I'm not any kind of God or Messiah. I'm like you are. Like, we're all God. He will take your mind apart. Like, he will be like, hey, I'm feeling this way. Well, who are you? Well, I'm me. Well, who said that? I did. Well, who is aware that you said that? Because you have to be aware that you said that. So, who's aware that you said that? Me. Are there two yous? Well, no. Well, which one's seeing the other one? And where did that one come from? Like, Jiddu Krishnamurti will break your mind down to the point where you're like, I don't even know if I really exist right now, and I think all I'm doing is just in the world living and making sound. All this noise coming out of my mouth is being translated into certain meanings. But really, all I am is just a living being and just in the moment all the time. If you ever get a chance, Jiddu, Jiddu Krishnamurti, and it sounds just like it's spelled. He will take your mind apart. Alan Watts will take your mind apart. Alan Watts is a little bit more on the upper level, in the sense he can relay it a little bit better. But I connect with those guys about the consciousness, about the id, the inner ego, your subconscious how your subconscious runs, 95% of your body, 95% of your life. So the conscious part of your brain that you're thinking with, it only runs like 5% of your life. So people getting these, they get religion because they're looking comfort, they're looking quick stuff. So I know Caden, my boy, he's following, he's reading in the Bible, and he's reading me things. I don't care if he turns out religious. Like, that's fine. As long as he's good, he's not judging. He's not telling people who are gay that they have to go burn in hell, and Jesus said, because you don't know anything Jesus said. You got that book, but that book's been twisted around and rewritten by the Roman Catholic Church so many times, it's just pathetic. So, that book is nothing but a bunch of stuff that ancient, donkey riding, illiterate desert dwellers wrote. That's it. But hopefully Caden will figure that out. It's tough though, because Caden was my best buddy. He was my best buddy up until like 16, and he just disappeared. Which I suppose I did my dad the same way. I suppose we all do. I suppose we get grown, we get 21, we do stuff. So we go out and we just kind of forget about our parents a little bit, which I didn't. Well, let me say that again. I didn't as much as what I feel like Caden's doing to me. Ryan, my daughter, I love her to death, but I just never see her. I can't get through to her. I don't know how to get through to her. I don't have the tools to get through to her. I feel like I do everything wrong, and I just feel like I continuously mess our relationship up. But I don't know how to fix that with the daughter. So I also have the mom, basically, running me down, talking about how bad I am, and that's been the story to the kids my whole life. And then, life has worked out, and not so much Ryan, but Caden has definitely seen, hey, maybe Daddy wasn't lying about, his spouse. He's kind of seen everything that I've told him. But anyway, enough of that. I don't want to be talking crap or cause drama or anything like that. A lot of people know the story. Point was, I love my son. I miss my son. I love my daughter. I miss my daughter. But me and my son were really close, and then our relationship's just kind of gone. We talk a little bit. But man, I really would love to be a part of his life, especially in music. I would love to help him like my father did me. My father helped me and stayed, helped me promote. He got all the bookings. He handled everything for me. And I guess I would like to do that for Caden, and Caden just doesn't want any help from me whatsoever. I can tell him something that'll help him, and he'll be like, nah, I'm not going to do that. And then somebody will come along, like another singer in the area, like Mikhail Buck or something. He'll tell him something, and then Caden come back and be like, Mikhail, tell me blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I have always told you that. No, you hadn't yet ever told me that. I'm just like, what? So he's impressionable by other people, but not by his father. It doesn't seem like anyway. But he's a good kid, I think. I just gotta get over this loneliness of not having like a friend around. And Caden, and also just everyday life, because this video business is so lonely. It is an extremely lonely job. Because nobody hangs out with you in the editing room when you're spending hours editing. You might be on a job site with some people working while you're filming, but you don't really get to talk about a lot. So it's a lonely job. I'm trying to deal with it. Today is the first day that I'm going to try to get through with no kratom shots. I found some kratom gummies. I'm trying to kind of go through those today. Try to leave the kratom shots alone and get down to just the kratom powder, the leaf powder, and then completely off this stuff. I slept like complete shit last night. I woke up almost every hour. And I'm just super duper tired. So if I've been a little sporadic on these subjects today, forgive me. But I'm going to head out now. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Believe in yourself, even if I can't believe in mine. So I know that really works if you do believe in yourself. Hopefully one day I'll accomplish that. But I love all y'all. Peace out, mugs. Have a great day.